Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. Main Street in the morning. Chris Yao and Jay Cool coming to you without warning. We got news,
Yeah,
sports, and weather too. If you ain't tuning in, you must be fool. Every morning at 10, Jay Cool drops the beat.
yeah,
Welcome to
yeah,
the morning. Mornings on Main Street.
yeah. Bars. Let's go. Where's the label?
Call your friends, call your enemies. Let them know we coming to you here on Mornings on Main Street
Live.
every morning at 10 a.m. So glad to have you with us here as you take a look at Broadway. And Justin,
Yes.
wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
What's up?
It almost looked like they'd cleaned the camera, but no,
Oh
I
yeah.
think the Bridgestone Arena sign may still be a little fuzzy.
They were watching this and they were like, "We're gonna clean that."
Clearly, they're like, well, I mean, if those guys are going to use it, we really need to make sure it's nice.
Yeah, I know. That's
That is,
funny. They haven't flipped the camera. Sometimes they have it on the other side
they
facing
haven't
the
looked
other
at
way.
it in a while. You're right. It's been facing this direction for quite a minute. But yeah, it's Mornings on Main Street. This is Broadway and Fifth Avenue that you're looking at live in downtown Nashville. It's a beautiful day outside. I mean, not a cloud in the sky, not even a thought about a cloud in the sky after literal tornado warnings yesterday. So,
I know.
that's Tennessee weather for you.
Seriously, this morning I got up kind of early and I looked outside and the clouds it looked like it was about to rain really bad again. But at the
No,
bottom fell out last night.
yeah. I mean, when I got up this morning, everything was kind of overcast, but then
Ominous.
it started getting clear that kind of got a little warmer, but it's not going to be very warm today. I can tell you that. It's
Right, yeah.
it's going to be
Seriously.
crazy day. So yeah, we've got a great show lined up for you. We're going to talk. Well, we're not going to talk. We're going to show you an interview that Devin O'Day and John Dwyer did with comedian Shonda Pierce. She's got a show coming up this weekend here in Nashville. So we want to make sure that you guys see that, but also, kind of show you guys a little bit of what Taste of Nashville looks like. If you've not seen our Taste of Nashville show that Justin works his butt off to make look great.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. We're gonna let Justin show off a little bit this morning. So
Thanks, man.
you're going to want to stick around for that. Of course, we've got our top 3 stories. We've got weather and traffic. We've got, well, I told you all about it. We've got news, sports, and weather too. And if you ain't tuning in, you must be a fool.
Exactly. And freestyle. You may think that was practiced, but it was off the dome.
Okay, I wrote it, but I didn't practice it. I wrote it in as you were doing the countdown. I wrote it in that 1 minute.
There you go. Look, that's still off the dome
So
to me.
it really wasn't freestyle, but it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
it was about as quick as you could get. So anyway,
I like it.
oh man, why don't we take a look at today's weather, because it is going to be a beautiful day today.
Yes. Shout out to Chris for this graphic. It's fantastic. And the weather is going to also be fantastic. Today and every single day, your weather is brought to you by Roy Meat Service, your local Nashville meat spot, whether it be an RC Cola, a filet mignon, any kind of steak you could think of, any kind of meat, hamburger, cheeseburger, anything. It's fantastic. Roy Meat Service can provide it. They can give it to you to go. You can bring it home, grill it up with your friends, family, have a good old time. You can visit their website and see everything I'm talking about. Their beautiful photo gallery. They have a great website at roymeatservice.com, or you can visit them in person at 605 South 19th Street in Nashville, or even give them a call, 615-227-2583. That's Roy Meat Service. Shout out to them. And as Chris said, not a cloud in the sky, 0% chance of rain, even though last night it was crazy, ridiculous rain. I had to run into, I did Tommy Bryan's show last night, and I was running equipment in and out of a restaurant when it was, I mean, you try to wait in your car for a little bit for it to die down, and it just never does. But the high today is 72, unbelievable. Low 44, that's a little bit too chilly, but just be inside for that. So no worries. Sunny, 38% humidity. Anything below 50 is amazing, and UV index chilling at a nice 6 out of 10. And that's your weather today.
Always a good time to look at the weather. Of
Yeet,
course,
yeet.
right after weather, each and every day, we give you the right now traffic update. Our traffic is always brought to you by 54, a Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50 forward. Spell out 50 FIFTY. Right now, traffic is pretty much exactly like you expect each and every day in Nashville. 440 interchange. There's going to be merging delays, 65 south and 24 eastbound merging delays as well. Downtown loop, a little bit of traffic on the inside lane there of the 40-65 split. So that's pretty
Right.
much it. I mean, if you are downtown, you're probably having a good time. If you're out near Pegram, just past Bellevue on 40 West, same thing. I'm pretty sure that they're doing some road construction there. So, make sure to take your time going through there. There's stopped traffic on both eastbound and westbound lanes. They're just trying to make sure that all of those those interstates are safe to travel. It's it's not been great. So
Remember when they were fixing all those potholes? Or I guess,
yeah, I mean, thank goodness too, right?
yeah, no, honestly, that was crazy. Like trying to get on the interstate. I guess from from Lebanon, you had to you had to literally go to the side of the road. It's insane, but there was so much going on. Crazy. There we are.
I'm not a huge fan of doing road work on both sides of the interstate
Yeah, seriously.
at the same point. Like, I
Right.
mean, you're just if you are, just do a detour. Like,
Right.
give us some detour signs. Let us know what's going on, and we'll be happy to take that detour.
In the words of Train, I need a sign to let me know you're here.
That is that's a pretty solid pull there.
Thank you. Whew, I didn't know if it was. I thought you were gonna say it was by somebody else.
Because see, I'm older than you, so I would have gone signs everywhere. Sign.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Or I
But
saw. What's that one? I
I
saw the
saw the sign.
sign.
Yeah,
I saw the sign.
it
Yeah.
opened up. Hey, real quick, we talked about um, the weather yesterday, and it was really bad. In fact, a 22-year-old woman was killed in those storms yesterday. She was driving uh, along Old Natchez Trace in Fairview, and a large tree fell on top of her SUV.
Oh my goodness.
22-year-old Laurel Flaherty, from Massachusetts.
Wow.
Unfortunately. So our
That's
thoughts
so
and prayers go
unlucky.
out to Laurel and her family. No kidding. I mean, like, you can't
While
even.
she was driving.
Yeah, just
Well, yeah, duh.
driving along. Tree fell on top of her SUV.
That's
That's
insane.
well, that's a good question. I'm not sure if she was driving or not. That I don't know the answer to that. She may have pulled over because it was storming so bad.
Oh, right, right, right. I guess
So
what do you do in that situation? That's terrible.
I mean, it's unfortunate. So, but yeah, our thoughts and prayers with the Flaherty family and Laurel's family. So, and friends.
Definitely.
Uh, well, Justin, we've got a lot to get to today. Why don't we talk about what are today's national days?
Yes, let's do it.
Perfect for you because
Yes.
we need to train your brain.
Train my brain. Remember those apps that they used to have? They probably still have them, but I don't use them. The like brain teasers
Just
or whatever.
brain word games and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're supposed to do them early in the morning.
Yeah. So I used to play Wordle first thing in the morning.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
It didn't, I mean, it's 5-letter words, so it wasn't like super difficult, but
Right.
had fun. Um,
Did it
but
did it
yeah, so
tease your brain enough to give you the
not
stimulation?
really. It didn't really wake me up like it should.
Right.
So, but exercising your brain is important.
It's true.
Obviously,
Anything but math.
routine activities don't keep your mind sharp. So, today encourages us to expand and exercise our brain and use more of its potential capacity. To do that, we have to break out of our routines, try new activities, and relearn old ones. So
Love
yeah,
it.
try reading or word puzzles, number games and brain teasers, and riddles and word games challenge areas of the brains we don't use every day. So
My when I was younger, like about 13 to 16, probably, I used to like being like after school day, not daycare, but like after school care. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they used to punish me. Like if I was acting out, they would punish me by making me do word searches because I hated them so much.
I bet you did.
It's just like
All right.
ridiculous.
So I'm going to give you a riddle.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Samuel was out for a walk when it rained. He did not
Okay.
have an umbrella and he wasn't wearing a hat. His clothes were soaked, but not a single hair on his head got wet. How could this happen?
Hmm. Samuel. Okay.
No umbrella, no hat. His
No
clothes
umbrella, no
are
hat.
soaked, but not a single hair on his head got wet.
Oh, because it wasn't raining. Wait.
No,
Oh, we
it
filled the
started to
pool.
rain. He was out for a walk when he started to
Oh, it
rain.
started. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. This is hard. This is a hard one. Soaked. I think soaked is a big key to this, though.
This is as easy as it possibly. I mean, like it's the most obvious answer that you're not gonna think of.
Okay, Samuel's walking. He's got no hat, no umbrella, hair in his head. Hair in his head. That could be head. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I give up.
If not a single hair on his head got wet, but everything else got wet, what must that mean?
He has no head.
He has no he has no head.
No hair.
He's
Oh,
bald.
he's a bald guy.
Samuel is bald.
Oh, that was right on the tip of my tongue, of course. Old Samuel, grow some hair.
Cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays 3 days, and leaves on Friday. How?
How? I got one for you after this, but let's go. He is cowboy riding into town
On Friday. He
on Friday.
stays for 3 days
Okay.
and leaves on Friday. How did that happen?
I immediately start thinking way too deep into it, but I bet it's very surface level, isn't it? The answer. You're not gonna give me any hints, okay?
Maybe. I don't know. Like I've known this one since I was a kid because it was on Little Big League, the movie.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, I don't know that one. Dang it.
The
What is it?
horse's name is Friday.
Oh yeah, I have heard that one. All right, I got one for
It's
you.
the
Ready?
cowboy. All right, go.
All right. A man leaves home, takes 3 left turns, comes back to home to find 2 masked men at home. Who are the 2 masked men?
I'm sorry. So he leaves his home.
He leaves home, makes 3 left turns, returns home to find 2 masked men. Who are the 2 masked men? And when I was given this riddle, I can only answer yes or no to your questions.
No, I don't. Who are the masked men? 3 left turns.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that is a fantastic riddle.
Thanks, man.
Um, I-
Shout out to my 8th grade
there's
math.
just there's no information in this other than he made a right turn by the long way around.
Right.
Like,
You give up?
who are the masked men?
2 men in masks.
That's a great one. I have no idea.
So it's the you could use an example of the Braves. It's a baseball riddle. So man leaves home,
Oh
takes 3
man, the
left turns.
umpire.
In the catcher. Yep.
Catcher. Wow.
I know. It's like, how would you ever get that?
Wow. I would have never thought of it. See, this is why today is National Train Your Brain Day.
Exactly.
And, those are parts you got to think outside the box.
I was just about to say that.
Think outside the box. All right. It's also today is the Navy's birthday.
Navy.
That's right. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles on land and on the sea.
Look at you, Bars.
Yes, I do know the Navy's song. So
that's sick. So is this like the Navy, like the actual? Never mind. I was about to ask the stupidest question in the freaking world.
You're supposed to ask these questions.
I'll do it anyway, just to get it over with. But it's not the school, right?
Oh well, I mean,
like the university, right? Isn't it?
Well, the school is it's the United States Naval Academy. So yeah, it
right.
Probably. I mean, I'm sure the academy was founded after the Navy was founded, but
right, yeah,
but no, they're one and the same.
Exactly.
So yeah, but yeah, from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, they fought our country's battles on land and on the sea. Happy birthday to the Navy!
Go Navy!
You're in the Navy.
School and boats. Gotta love them.
That's right. Go Navy, beat Army. All right. Let's take our first break of the day. When we come back, our top 3 stories right here on Mornings on Main Street in the morning. We'll be back after this on Main.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Here on Main Street Media TV, where you can find us on your Roku, Apple Fire Stick devices. Just search Main Street Media TV, 4 words. Definitely do that. Also, you can download the Main Street Media TV app to your iPhone or Apple device, any iOS device. You can also find us on your local Facebook page if you are a Main Street Media follower and you check us out on all of our 14 publications from across Middle Tennessee and on Twitter and YouTube, Main Street Media TV, YouTube. Great place. Subscribe there as well. It is still a beautiful day in downtown Nashville. Not as cloud in the sky. We've got Joyride going in between the
Just
truck.
not using lanes.
Just making up lanes as he goes. I don't know what the silver car's doing either. That's certainly interesting. It's heck of a morning. We've got food trucks. We've got Budweiser trucks. We've got just taking up random parts of the road.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Park wherever
guys
you want.
out of the car and is now getting into another.
I love how they don't even have.
That looks like a
Hazards.
golf cart, like a Joyride golf cart.
Oh yeah, the one parked behind the cowboy hat.
Yeah, and it looks like someone else may be also getting in with them. I'm very confused right now.
Guy on the left kind of looks like a police officer a little bit.
It does, in fact, look like a police officer, but why would the police officer have been getting out of that random silver car?
That's true. He may be a fake cop.
And that yellow van is just flying by, not seeing anybody. I mean, come on, guys, let's be better. Let's
exactly clean it up.
Let's be better.
Silver car ain't going anywhere either.
Anyway, let's get to our top 3 stories of the day. We've got 3 great stories to get to. So we'll do that now as First Lady Jill Biden encouraged Tennesseans to get a new COVID-19 vaccine during a whirlwind 4-hour visit to the city on Wednesday, part of the Biden administration's #VaxUpAmerica campaign to encourage the use of updated vaccines. On Wednesday afternoon, Biden toured a pop-up COVID-19 vaccine clinic organized by the Metro Public Health Department at St. James Missionary Baptist Church on 28th Street. Biden's visit was her second in Nashville since President Joe Biden's inauguration in January of 2021. The First Lady visited Music City last year to promote COVID-19 vaccinations in a joint event with country music star Brad Paisley. It's so important that we keep all Americans healthy, Biden told clinic participants Wednesday, standing alongside Mayor John Cooper. The new booster vaccine protects against both the original viral coronavirus strain and the Omicron variant, Metro Health Director Dr. Gil Wright told Main Street Nashville. Biden's visit coincided with the announcement from the Food and Drug Administration on Wednesday that booster doses of the COVID-19 vaccine are now authorized for children ages 5 and older. Previously, the vaccines were authorized only for children 11 years old and older. About 24% of Tennesseans, 1.6 million, give or take, have received a COVID-19 booster, both original and the new updated version, according to the Department of Health. But Wright says vaccine fatigue is impacting uptake rates in Tennessee. In the last month, 35,000 Davidson County residents have received the updated vaccine. And in Davidson County, the weekly average of COVID cases hasn't been more than 270 since February. There were 23 new cases in Nashville on October 8th, the most recent date that data is available. The Metro Public Health Department is hosting testing and vaccination events almost every day, including frequent pop-up clinics at the St. James Missionary Baptist Church. Pastor George Brooks Sr., who leads the congregation at St. James, said the church was eager to help make the vaccines more available to the North Nashville community last March as more age groups become available to receive it. Since then, the church has been a community partner for Metro Public Health Department using these pop-up clinics. Our doors are always open for persons to come as long as the health department wants to come. The doors are open, Brooks said. Health officials consider those recovering from a case of coronavirus to be immune for about 90 days. Wright advised that people get a booster about 1 month after recovery. In celebration of Nashville's musical history, Metro Animal Care and Control is offering an adoption special based around the music-themed names of pets in MACC's care. Through the Sing Your Heart Out adoption special, prospective adopters can enjoy waived adoption fees if they opt to sing a lyric from a dog or cat's namesake singer. And here on the left, you can see that is Tim McGraw. On the right, it's Faith Hill. Would you sing?
OMG, that is so cute.
Would you sing for a free adoption?
Absolutely. My heart out. I'd be there
What
singing for others.
what song would you sing for Tim McGraw?
Red Rag Top.
Oh man, that's
Yes.
a tough one.
It is actually
I
a
mean,
lot of words.
I
He
mean,
always has a lot of words.
You're not just gonna go like Preds just scored,
That would probably be easier, but
wouldn't it?
I want the dog that like is a little complicated. So I'll sing the complicated song.
Okay, that's
I don't know if
fair.
that-
It's fair,
yeah.
absolutely fair. I would probably, if I were gonna do a Tim McGraw song, I would probably do "Had a Barbecue Stain on My White T-Shirt."
Ooh, that's a good
She
one.
was killing me in that mini skirt. That's right.
Ooh, that's a solid one. That's a really good one.
Wouldn't
He's
it?
got so many hits.
And I would definitely not sing Faith Hill because that woman can sing.
For
and
real.
I couldn't do it.
They wouldn't give me a dog if I tried to sing her.
They'd be like, we're not subjecting this pet to this.
Yeah, promotion
So
over,
that-
actually.
this is actual torture. So no, you get no dogs.
Yeah, you
They
just
also have cats
failed
though,
the
too.
application.
So it's not just dogs. They also have
Oh, yeah.
cats. Just FYI.
True that. I like cats.
So yeah, in preparation for the promotion, many of the pets at MACC have been named after musical icons. The promotion will run from yesterday, October 12th, through this coming Monday, October 17th. Pets include Shania Twain, John Prine, John Denver, Tim McGraw, Cher, and Loretta Lynn. John Prine, I just have to.
Oh, he's a legend.
Well, I think I'd have to go with Angel from Montgomery.
Ooh, yeah,
Because
definitely.
It's one of my favorite songs. And John Denver, just Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Oh, absolutely. I love how Cher is just one name.
Yeah, I mean, so someone the other day like tagged Winona in a post, and they put, her @ is just at Winona, because she doesn't need more than one name either. Like if you say Winona, I mean, you know who it is. I
Yeah,
know
and
Winona Ryder exists, but
she's like a little bit popular, I guess.
I mean, she's not, but she's nowhere near as completely transcending all genres of music like Winona did. So
Very true.
anyway, I'm a big fan of one Beyonce.
Exactly.
Big fan of one name artists: Prince, Beyonce, Cher, Winona. Yeah,
Right. Exactly.
I mean,
Same.
really, Loretta could probably just be one.
Definitely.
Dolly is. I mean, you
Oh,
could
yeah.
just call her Dolly, and everyone knows what you're talking about.
Exactly. It's just a legendary to add
There's
that
no
part.
llamas. It's just Dolly.
No, that was a good one. That was solid.
As of Wednesday, 138 dogs are being housed at MACC. More than twice as many can ideally be held at the shelter. Between the dogs residing at the shelter and more than 40 other dogs currently in foster care, more than 100 dogs are currently available for adoption, which means get out there and adopt some pets.
Get your pipes ready.
That's right. MACC is also caring for 58 cats and 46 in foster care. All available pets are posted online at 24petconnect.com under the 37211 zip code.
Puppies.
Hey, here's one for you. A recently published list in the well-known golf magazine Golf Digest includes Springfield's Legacy Golf Course as one of the best public courses to play in Tennessee.
Oh, that's awesome. Never played there before.
Well, as part of their newly relaunched Places to Play franchise, Golf Digest's list was compiled by leveraging the expertise of over 1,900 course panelists to
Wow.
provide knowledge and firsthand experience about courses in each state across the country. Since opening in 1996, the Legacy has become somewhat of a hidden gem within Middle Tennessee. So hidden that not even Justin has played it.
Yeah, seriously. And I play
This
every day.
beautiful 6,755-yard course continues to provide a fun and challenging golf experience for thousands of players. The Legacy is a great place for golfers of all skill levels and is just a short drive from the hustle and bustle of Nashville, Legacy Golf Course Director and Operations Chet Frazier said. The layout of the course provides great variety testing, every club in your bag, but the real challenge begins on the greens. The undulating bent grass greens roll true and will put your putting skills to the test. It's
That's
an honor
huge.
to receive this kind of recognition.
The greens
Designed
are, sorry, my bad.
Designed by four-time major champion and PGA Hall of Famer Raymond Floyd, the Legacy is nestled within the rolling hills and woodlands. The 18-hole course is certified cooperative sanctuary by Audubon International, committed to protecting the local environment and conserving natural resources. So that's pretty awesome. Now, how important is it for the greens?
Oh man, it's everything. Everything is the greens. If you don't have greens, you don't have a course. It's like, especially the roll true thing. It just means basically, in other words, if you miss the putt, it's on you. Like you hit it. If you hit it the way you want and you read it right, the ball goes in. That's what roll true means.
Sure.
And if they don't, roll true, then it means that you hit the putt the way you wanted. You aimed it up correctly, but something on the green messed it up to where it didn't go in. And that's
like a random strand of grass, or
so when if you're something like that, or a divot, like if the ball when it hits the green, and some people don't fix their divots.
Fix your divots, man.
Gosh darn.
It's even in Happy Gilmore.
Exactly.
Fix a divot.
Yeah.
Or not Happy Gilmore. It's a Space Jam.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where they go into the golf course and he's like, he's fixing a divot.
I actually didn't even know what that meant back then.
I didn't either, right? I was like, I don't even know what that means, but yeah, sure.
Yeah,
so I heard this question the other day, and I want to get your thoughts.
What's up?
How far away from each hole, like one distance from every hole, all 18 holes at the Masters, would you have to be in order to win?
Whoa. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd say 110. 110 yards is my bread and butter. Okay. But that's a very short hole. You said within 150?
I'd have to start on the green. I'd have to be
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
No, like it could be 6 inches. Like,
well, then that's exactly what I would need. Yeah,
literally. I mean, to win the Masters, you could 3-putt enough to win the Masters.
Absolutely, and I do 3-putt.
Started on the green, so I 3-putt a lot.
Like it was my job.
I 3-putt like they're making a world record for 3-putters.
I swear, it's so frustrating because every time I putt, it's like a different grip. I need to figure that out.
But yeah, I just, I'd have to start on the green. So I'd probably say 30 feet. I'd have to be 30 feet away from every hole at Augusta in order to win the Masters.
Absolutely. I feel that. It's funny too, because we were just talking about the true roll of greens. Masters, that Augusta is the truest roll. So true that if you touch it, it doesn't pick up speed, but it just rolls forever. Like it's like putting on glass.
It's insane.
So
there you go. Those are our top 3 stories. How about Legacy Golf Course? Well done. I have to go check that out sometime.
Yeah, dude, we gotta play.
Oh. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, that interview from Mornings on Main Street, Taste of Nashville, coming up because we have a fantastic event coming up this weekend featuring Shonda Pierce, who is a local comedian, and she'll be playing in Nashville. Devin and John Dwyer caught up with them, and it's a great interview. So stick around here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll come back with that. Then we'll give you one last look at weather and the traffic and get you out of here on Mornings on Main Street Media TV. Back after this.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links. Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The 3 charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center, and Stars. And our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
I'm Bart Durham.
I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time. I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Welcome into segment 2, as we say in the business. We are going to meet the Queen of Clean. How about that?
I love this. This lady, I got to know, there's no secrets anymore out there. You can find anything on the World Wide Web. But no, I've heard her name and I knew she's been around. She's been around for a long time and she's about as funny and as clean as you can get, which is hard to find.
And the cool thing, what I love about her is that she brings in people and makes them all laugh, but she always has a bottom line, and that is from the heart. And it's a ministry for her, and it's not just comedy, and being able to laugh through it all. And her documentary about her life has been right out there and has brought a lot of people to what the truth is. And you know, you laugh a lot, and she tells a lot of truth and gets her story out there and helps a lot of people in the process. Please welcome, coming down, the Buddy Allen Teal Carpet of Love, Shonda Pierce. Woo!
Oh, fine little 360 flip there, girl.
Beautiful carpet,
Nice.
beautiful food, beautiful people walking by. Y'all missed it a minute ago. A man walked by behind you with no shirt on. I lusted just a little.
Just a little.
In your heart.
Yeah.
Just in your heart.
Just
No,
right
just
out loud.
right out
Yeah.
loud. Good. Well, that's how real she is. She just puts it out. Your life lessons continue. You're 20 seconds into the interview, and we have life lessons.
That's exactly. There you go. Don't lust with food in your mouth.
No.
This is it won't make you look thin. It is a privilege, Devin. You know I love you, and I've been a fan for many years.
Same.
And I
years?
love what you said. I've been doing comedy 31 years.
Yeah.
First few years, you do it, make your mama laugh. But for the most part, I started at Opryland when I was a young college kid needing to pay my college bill. And I fell in love with Minnie Pearl. And even the woman, Sarah Cannon.
But you really didn't know much about her when you took the part.
No,
Am I
not
right?
at all.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about anything in country music. I grew up in a denomination where you'd go to hell just listening to the music. So I hid a radio under my bed most of my childhood. So would sneak
that's not
it
what
out.
I hid under my bed, but that's another story for another time.
Well, my brother probably hid something else too. But all that to say, I fell in love with the sound of laughter. Now, the Bible says laughter doeth good like a medicine.
Yeah.
And I believe it really was. It was a time in my life when I had very little direction, didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I had gone through some really heavy tragedy as a young woman and a sister, lost both my sisters and my parents. And I just remember those days of healing through the process of just trying to make a living. It was the laughter that did good for me, much less the people that were listening to the jokes. And Miss Sarah, I can't say enough wonderful things about her. She was a great, godly woman, but she taught me I can enjoy this craft. I could pursue this and still stay true to my faith, stay true to who I want to be, when I grew up, how much I love God, and all of those things. And it's paid off. I did okay.
Sarah is in your life. She was in my life, and I'll make this very short, but I auditioned many years ago for one of those syndicated entertainment shows.
Yeah.
We were to do some crosstalk to see if there was chemistry. And the last story was, it was the obituary of Sarah Cannon, and I did not know much about her.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really bone up on all that. And so my first assignment in Nashville as a local TV sportscaster was to go to a news conference at a golf club that had a huge mural of Minnie Pearl, as if to say,
Yes.
hot shot,
Yeah.
I'm going to haunt you for the rest of your life as you move to Nashville. And so I look at her,
exactly
I'm
right.
so sorry I didn't know about you. But anyway, no, she went, and she went to Vanderbilt. She was incredibly bright. Now I know everything about
And she went to Belmont when it was just a girls' school.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. I had the privilege of meeting her. I wish I had been a little smarter, knowing, okay, you're sitting here with an icon. Pay attention to the questions you ask her. I was stupid and a young mom and just trying to, get the next day's rent. And so I felt so privileged to the times I've been around her. But the greatest privilege, one, I have been on the Opry probably 50 times in these, 28 years of my career. And I love it. And I really love it. I don't know that they'll ever make a comedian, an Opry member again.
Let's just say that right now. Shauna Pierce needs to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry. She needs to be a member
right now.
Funny needs to be back on the stage of the Opry. If there's anybody in the world needs to be a member, it's you. You should go right into, when you walk into the Opry, the backstage.
And there she is.
There she is. And there she is.
And I would tell you something. I'll choke up. I am so eternally grateful. I am just a giant fan of Minnie Pearl, but I am a giant fan of comedy.
Yes.
And the gift that it can be. And even the dirty comics, as Mama says, they're walking in all the light they know. It takes bravery. One of my favorite quotes is Lucille Ball, who says, I am not funny, but what I am is brave. And comedy takes great bravery. But my favorite Minnie Pearl story is not only just getting to do the Opry and meeting her and hanging out with her when I was younger. She asked me to come and entertain her ladies group at her church.
If that's not the biggest honor and validation of that you are legit and genuine.
Just that to me. And of course, I grew up a preacher's kid, so I know there's a lot of comics
did you do it?
I love. Oh, yeah.
No, I can't do it. I'm sorry, Minnie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to feed the baby.
But thank thank you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I did, and I was nervous, but I felt so honored. I sent her my first little cassette tape that was like 25 minutes long. On the other side, it said, repeated for your convenience. Because that's all the material I had, you know. Now, I think my last show was 3 hours long. So there I've learned to talk. But
That's the unabridged.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But I sent her that little cassette tape, and she sent me a sweet note back and said, you've got great timing, and you made me laugh, and invited me to speak with her ladies. There was probably about 300 or 400 women there, and at that Brentwood United Methodist, and I'll never forget going in there just green and but so privileged. And every time I am anywhere around the Opry, I'm like you, it is just a privilege, and I am honored to have that start. Comedy right now, I told Devin, well, I don't know what God is doing. I need to retire. But after the lockdown and all of that, I think we see how important joy is in our lives. And even my comic friends who don't keep it clean, that's their vernacular. That's what they do. And my hat's off to them, is to get out there and make people laugh and let that energy do some healing.
And part of what you do with that, you bring in some stories of your life.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think about comedians. I've met more comedians in my life because comedy is my jam. I love it. I listen all the time and I love it. But so many comics hurt and they have depression and they suffer with it. And in the church, especially, we keep it quiet, talk about it.
Right.
But you brought it out and you said, okay, we're going to dust this thing out and we're going to talk about it. We're going to laugh and then we're going to be real.
You know, I wrote a book called Laughing in the Dark, and I've written a lot of books, but it still is this big seller for me, and I'm blessed by that. But it's also a reminder of how many years can go by and that's still a topic of people's concern. I think, and this is just my armchair, you know, I was diagnosed clinically depressed about 15 years ago. So I'm professionally depressed. I'm not right now.
You got it down. You have a degree in it.
I'm highly medicated right now, but
we don't drug test.
Normally,
so
yeah,
this
exactly.
Works out perfect for us.
But all that to say, it's become so near and dear to my heart, and especially after this whole COVID mess, it has left people so depleted, and your body gets used to feeling down. And then you just cave into it and you don't know how to climb out of it. So then it takes help, and it takes professionals to help you climb out of that. But I think for comics, we're probably drawn to the art because we're hiding away. I can remember when my own comedy was such a deflector of pain. And when healing came into my life and medicine came into my life and hope came into my life, I did not use comedy to deflect anything. I used it to just really spread joy, and it changed me. I think the second thing that I think we run into with comedians, you get addicted to that adrenaline. You want to feel that goodness that you feel standing behind a microphone and everybody in the room laughs at you and everybody likes you. And you want to go home and feel that again. And they begin to try to mimic that feeling, either with alcohol or drugs or work addiction or whatever that is. They try to mimic that feeling. And I tell young comics all the time, just always remember, this is a gift. It is great to get to do, but it is your job. It's just your job. So go home and know, I did a good job today, but this isn't my life. What happens off of that microphone, that's your life.
There's such a compelling part of your documentary that struck me as you were walking off the stage and you gave of yourself, and it was a drug to you, or is to be out there and perform. As you're walking off, all of a sudden your face changes and you break down. And I went, wow. That's somebody who's hurting, or maybe it was a way to expose yourself and kind of be kind of therapeutic to you to go out there. But wow, that was emotional to me.
When we started this documentary, I had gotten an award as the most awarded female comic in history by the
That's an award.
Yeah, by the RI. I just sold a lot of platinum records, a lot of gold records. Well, at the ceremony, I was shocked because I said, there's Whoopi Goldberg and Joan Rivers. And the guy goes, I know, we did the math twice because we've never heard of you.
And you said, hey, I'm right here.
That keeps you humble. So we were in the middle of making that documentary to kind of prove that point, that here's a touring comic who sells thousands of tickets every night. We want you to get to know her. In the midst of making that, my husband died. And all of a sudden, we had a totally different video, a different project. And we just decided to keep the cameras rolling. I decided, well, this is real as it gets and as raw as it gets. We had to go back a few months later, redo the ending because David was not there. I will say, good to the med company. My depression kind of leveled. I was okay. I didn't jump off a building. But it was so raw and so real. Some days I go, I need people to know I'm alive.
Yeah. This is not a tribute in memorandum.
I'm alive. I'm doing good. And I laugh. I say there's been 3 documentaries about my life, and I'm still living. I don't know what they're going to do when I'm dead, but I am privileged for the gift of comedy. It has just been good to me, very, very good to me. I have a great farm called the Funny Farm, and I host missionaries who can't afford a vacation. They come and stay at my little cabins, and I have just loved what comedy gave to me, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm just very grateful for it.
You are, speaking of tickets, there is a Nashville show that is coming up.
I'm going to catch this fly for you. Watch.
I know.
Yeah. If he lands on that egg, I'm going to have to kill him because I'm going to eat that sandwich in a minute. Yeah. I'm excited. October the 16th. It's always scary to be in concert at home because
Nashville's a scary place. A lot of people
tough crowd.
Here.
Half of the audience is my material, so that's what's really hard.
She's not talking about me.
Yeah,
she kind of is.
Yeah, you're her neighbor. So that's kind of scary. But this Fisher Center over at Belmont, this is I'm the first comic to do a show there.
Oh wow.
It's an amazing, I feel like Cinderella. I should wear a ball gown to do a show there. I feel like it is absolutely stunning, this building and the acoustics and all of it. They need to have those, country music awards there or something next. It's
absolutely stunning place. And the first comic, you're gonna break it in with laughter.
Oh boy. I pray someone wets their pants
she's
on
not
those
saddle
fancy
soap.
If somebody would just pee in their pants on those fancy seats, Chaz Corzine will never speak to me again.
You'll be one and done.
Well, we want everybody to get tickets. Shonda.org is the place to go to get all things Shonda, and do yourself a favor. Deep dive like you did and watch everything, and you will laugh. And most importantly, you'll feel something.
Oh, praise the Lord for that. Yeah. Thank you, baby doll.
Love you.
I love your show.
We're just glad to have you here. It's because we bring food.
I'm going to look for the naked men now, so bye.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Welcome back again to Mornings on Main Street in the mornings. It's a beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here on the show. We appreciate it as always. We are going to take one final look at the weather, brought to you by our friends at Roy Meat Service. Tell us, Justin.
Yes, like you said, Chris, today or in every single day, I do that a lot, don't I? Brought to you by Roy Meat Service, whether it be an RC Cola, a bologna sandwich, fried bologna. I believe they have filet mignon steak or hamburger. You can get it Roy Meat Service, your local Nashville. Always great to support local business. Well, Roy Meat Service is your spot. You can even get meat taken home with you, grill it up with your friends, have a nice cookout. You can visit them online. Do what?
What are those?
What cookouts?
What is this friend thing?
Only acquaintances here.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm very confused.
Can you please explain? But yes, you can visit them at roymeatservice.com to look at their photo gallery. Their staff is so nice and attentive. Everything about Roy Meat Service is fantastic. You can visit them in person at 605 South 19th Street in Nashville, or give them a call at 615-227-2583. And what better day to go than today, because the high is 72, the low 44, and it's sunny. It's just sunny. No chance of rain, absolutely zero, which again, I love the zero. It's so confident. 38% humidity, which means basically zero, because anything below 50 is fantastic. And UV index, for all you foreigners out there, not foreigners, or people foreign of Tennessee that care about this, it's 6 out of 10. That's your weather today, brought to you by Roy Meat Service.
And our traffic, final look at traffic right now comes from 54, the Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults, a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50forward. Right now, there is a multi-vehicle crash at mile marker 185 on Interstate 40 eastbound in Cheatham County that has the right two lanes of the eastbound lanes blocked. The right shoulder is also blocked. So someone didn't realize they were doing construction and probably caused an accident.
Exactly. Constructed it.
And then same issues that we always have at 40 westbound and the 440 split, but we also have pretty much stalled traffic at the 24 eastbound 65 south junction there. It looks like the traffic is rolling to a crawl.
All those tractor trailers, man.
See it. I mean, it's just crawling right there. So, yeah, I mean, if some folks would just use the left lane and use the zipper merge, we'd be all right. But no, not today.
Exactly. I always feel bad for the people in traffic. Like whenever you see on the other side, coming towards us, it's like free and clear. I wish there was some way to let the people know how long they have in traffic, if that makes sense. You know, like hold up a sign, like you're screwed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is just, typically Waze or maps will say,
it's true.
You will be in traffic for 17 minutes or whatever. So
what's that? The internet?
Yeah, the internet. And nothing on the internet can be false. So
exactly. Fact checked immediately.
There you go. That's your final look at traffic and weather for the day. Justin, it's been a good day.
Yes. Is there some kind of alarm going on?
If you want to watch the rest of that Taste of Nashville show, you can do it on those apps that we told you about: Fire, Apple, Roku, iOS devices. You can also watch it on Facebook at Mornings on Main Street, and you can find it on the Main Street Media TV YouTube channel. Would ask you to subscribe. You should definitely do that. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us here today. Devin O'Day coming up next here with a full show of Main Street Today. Main Street Sports Today at 2:00. Voted the #2 sports show in all of Middle Tennessee. Thank you to those who voted, and we appreciate it. George Plaster, 4:00. It's going to be a great day on Main Street Media TV. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. For Justin, I'm Chris. Have a great day.
See y'all.